Greedy corporations and shady people line the streets of Coruscant. Too big to fail and too powerful to be stopped. What would you do if someone tried to take everything you hold dear?
Boy. So he's got the baby in the pocket of his robe.
Its little head, its little Panda Papa head is sticking out.
Yep.
Okay. And you exit the garage.
Yep. So he's just gonna cross the street to the other construction site, I guess.
Yeah, you cross the street to the other construction site. So this one, the original buildings are still up. They're in sort of an old architectural style, reminiscent of actual Onderon. This is Little Onderon. So it's sort of a classical, there's some pillars here and there and decorative sculptures on some of the higher buildings. And you hear all the construction noise, vehicles hammering, jackhammers, people yelling at each other. And you see the same sort of entrance, the same sort of electric fence surrounding the site. And there's another security droid standing at the box.
Gonna walk right in like before.
You walk in before, and the security droid says, "Sir, please stop. I will need to see some identification."
No, it's alright, I work here.
"I do not believe you. Please provide identification or be escorted from the premises."
Better men than you have tried to escort me and failed.
"Sir, please stop. I will need to see some identification." He's not stopping. It's getting closer to you.
Well, I got your identification right here. He takes a swing right at the head of this security droid with his gaffy stick.
Okay, roll it.
So is this a combat check or?
Yeah, it's a combat check.
So do you need me to roll my cool?
Take the shot first.
My cool is bad.
Yeah.
But my shot is good.
So it's a melee.
I have 3 ranks in melee.
Yeah.
So does that
3 yellows and a green, 2 purple.
I have so many things that can add to like attack.
Yeah.
So I should use some of them.
What do you got?
Well, I've got feral strength. Add 1 damage per rank. 2 successful brawl and melee.
Do you have 2 ranks of it or 1?
I have 2.
Yeah.
So I just get like 2 extra damage if I do damage.
Yep.
I've got frenzied attack. When making a melee or brawl check, suffer a number of strain to upgrade the attack an equal number of times. I don't really.
So how many ranks of that do you have?
I have 1.
Okay. So you would suffer 1 strain and turn a green to a yellow.
Whoa.
Yep.
I've got lethal blows. Add plus 10 per rank.
To critical injuries.
Yeah. I've got knockdown.
Yep.
After hitting with a melee attack, I can spend a triumph to knock the target prone. May spend 1 destiny point to ignore effects of critical injury. That's to me. That's about all I've got.
You didn't want to take the strain to take another yellow die.
I guess, yeah, I'll do it. Because it's not like...
You're only playing once.
I'm not going to run out of strain.
Yeah.
So this roll is pretty absurd.
What are you rolling?
I'm rolling 4 yellow and 2 purple. It's too much.
I don't have any reason to give you a black.
I did not get any triumphs.
What did you get?
I got 4 success and 1 advantage.
That's it?
Yeah, I actually
That's
didn't.
it?
I know, I can't believe I didn't get a triumph.
So your weapon does, I think, plus 3, plus 2, or plus 3?
So the damage is
Plus 2.
plus 2.
And your brawn is 4. So we're starting out with 6 damage on it. And then how many successes did you get?
4 success.
So 10 damage. Do you have any skills that come into play here? How many advantages did you get?
1. Add 1 damage per rank of feral strength.
So we're adding 2 damage? You have 2
Yeah.
feral strength?
Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, so you do a total of 12 damage. You swing this gaffy stick at this security droid.
Yep.
And where do you swing? You're swinging right at its head.
Yeah, right at its face.
You draw it back and swing it right at its face. And its head, as it contacts its head, it shears off the bottom of its face. And the bottom goes flying, and there's now like wires hanging down, and it looks like its photoreceptor is cracked, but it's still standing.
Well, I guess this is what happens when you don't go to work for a couple of weeks. You should have gone straight down.
All right. The droid, you hear clicks and sliding metal, and looking down, you see that guns have popped out of its arms.
Mm-hmm.
And you're really close to it, so it's kind of hard for it to get in and shoot, but it does end up shooting at you.
Okay.
And a couple of the shots hit for 6 damage.
Okay.
But in doing so, since you're so close to it, one of them also like grazed itself.
Alright. You gave me this soak value.
Yeah.
Do I have armor on? Just the soak value of my bathrobe?
That's the soak is based on your brawn.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And actually, if you are in a hand-to-hand fight, you get 1 defense because you have the gaffy stick.
Okay.
That means your enemies get a setback.
Oh, okay.
It's defensive. And it also, what's its other quality? Disorient?
Yeah.
You can trigger that with some advantages. So yeah, it shoots, it grazes, I guess it just grazes you?
Yeah, basically it just grazes me.
Shoots some holes in your bathrobe.
6 minus my soak?
Yeah.
Minus 1 for being defensive?
No defensive because it's a ranged weapon.
Okay. So I just take a little bit of damage.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, jeez. Are you trying to kill me? Jon Shondongas is going to bring his gaffy stick down on top of its head and try and smash it into the ground.
Alright, give it a roll. Are you doing the strain thing to
It's like
upgrade again?
strain. My strain is 12. It's almost dead, right? It looks to be pretty much dead.
It looks like it's in trouble.
Yeah.
You'll do a check after the end of this to try and recover strain, which we never do in our games because nobody ever uses their strain.
Well, I'm going to use it because I don't plan on fighting too many more people.
So
I got a success with 3 advantage.
all right.
What are my advantages?
No, how did you take the security droid down?
He brings it down. He brings it down and smashes its whole body. Just kind of follows the trajectory of the swinging gaffy stick, and it all smashes into a pile of junk on the ground.
Yeah. Well, so you hit it on the top of the head, and the head just came down under the gaffy stick, and so it like face planted first, and it's just a pile.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just a sparking pile of trash now.
It's little twitching limbs and sparks, a small pool of oil.
And he says, I got your identification right there. Oh, I said that before. Oh. Well, there it is.
You walk in, and this is a very different construction site than the other one. There are people working all over the place, but they're mostly working on the interior of these buildings right now. Nobody's much building on the outside. You see people coming and going. It looks like they might be hauling some explosives, maybe to implode these buildings.
Well, I heard that Bronkus was this demolition expert. It's probably one of these guys. He's probably at the beginning or end of this train of explosives. He walks up to these guys carrying explosives.
Okay.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Did you get advantages before?
I got 3. I got a success and 3 advantages.
So, because I said I wanted to use this spending advantage, triumph, threat, and despair in urban settings chart, some things that you could use 3 advantages for. That you could find a friendly face, an unexpected ally, or a friendly local. The individual offers them aid in some form, such as information or supplies.
One of these guys who's carrying this demolition stuff, it's my buddy.
What's his name?
His name is Poggle.
Poggle?
Yeah.
What's Poggle? Poggle a Geonosian?
Yeah. Yes. And he's got a mustache. He's got a construction working hat.
A mustache? He's a bug.
Yeah, it's a
bug stash.
It's a bug stash.
Okay.
And hey, Poggle. How you doing, buddy?
Poggle just chitters away. Happy to see you.
We got there. It's like some bombs. Hey, Jim Sachs. Point me in a direction.
Poggle clicks and points around the side of the building.
And this picture. You see this guy? Look real close. I wrote his name on the name tag. Yeah, Bronkus. Any direction you can point that out to me?
points the same place.
Oh, saves me a trip. Why don't you guys all take a break, actually?
Pago looks at the two people to his right and left, a Celestin and a Twi'lek, carrying large bundles of some sort of explosive stuff. They're also in their work overalls and hard hats. The Celestin's like, something going down?
Well, I wouldn't say this is any kind of incident that I'm about to have, but
Wait, you're that guy. You're the incident guy.
yeah, I just got rehired today.
And you dressed up. You know the incident? You heard about the incident. We should go. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Jim Sack's got a uniform for me. I'll take care of this demolition stuff for you guys.
No, they're gonna take that demolition stuff with them. They heard about the incident. They know what you did.
All right. Suit
And
yourself, boys.
they're walking away pretty fast.
All right. Well, I am walking towards where Jim Sachs and Bronkus are.
You round the corner of the building, and there's another one of those sheds.
Yep.
It's got a little
foreman
porch
shed.
out front. Looks like it's made of corrugated metal. Light on inside. Curtains are drawn.
Just gonna walk up to it and just kick in the door.
All right, do athletics for this kick.
Okay, I have 1 rank. So is that 2 green and a yellow?
It's brawn with 1
Yes.
rank, so 3 green and a yellow.
How difficult?
This is a crummy building. Average 2 difficulty.
Okay. It's better before. I didn't succeed.
The one that fell out was a success.
I know, and then I rerolled it as an advantage. And I got 3 advantages.
Okay, you kick the door really hard, and it's a little stronger than you thought it was. And the whole building shudders a little bit, but the door doesn't open.
And my advantages are... Do I hear anything from inside the trailer?
Yeah, you hear 2 voices that definitely heard the big bang.
I think here's my advantages. I tried to kick it. Whole thing shook. Then I just opened it. And it wasn't locked.
Sure, it wasn't locked.
I mean, I wanted to make an entrance.
Yeah,
That's alright.
the door slides open. This is a little office. There's a blueprint on the wall, a desk, and a large table with a couple chairs around it. Sitting in one of the chairs, you spot your neighbor, Jim Sachs, and standing next to the table is the person that could only be Bronkus.
I'm holding up my picture, and I bring it down, and in my eyes it looks like a perfect match. I show them both my drawing, and then I rip my drawing up into little pieces.
John, what are you doing here?
The question is, what are you doing here?
No, you got fired. You got fired 2 weeks ago.
That may be Jim Sachs, but I think you were lying to me.
Lying about what? There's nothing to lie about.
Explain this then. Takes the baby out of his pocket and throws it at... He's aiming for Jim Sachs.
You want to roll to see if you hit Jim Sachs
Yeah.
with the baby?
Yeah. So that's a ranged
It's a
light,
ranged light.
which he's not great at.
He doesn't have any.
Ranged light.
3 agility,
Should have bought a career.
2 difficulty.
Yeah, agility's 3, so what, I roll 3 green.
3 greens, 2 purples.
And I got 2 success and 2 advantage. So this baby explodes into porcelain dust on his head.
Hold on. Let's describe the whole thing.
Jon Shondongas has said, I think you're lying to me. And he says, well, I don't know what you're talking about. He says, well, then explain this. He takes a porcelain baby out of his robe pocket and throws it as hard as he can across the room at Jim Sachs, and it explodes on his head.
Little bits of aquilus-shaped porcelain rain down on the room.
Little body parts.
Yeah. And Bronkus comes at you. You're rolling cool. Bronkus is rolling vigilance.
Mine's pretty bad.
They're both really bad, so...
Cool is my presence, which is 1. Does that mean I only roll 1 green die?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I got 2 success.
You're going first.
Bronkus is coming right at me.
Mm-hmm.
I see him coming. I raise up my gaffy stick and swing it like I'm hitting a baseball. Baseball's his head.
A bowler ball.
And
Alright, roll it.
okay,
It's a melee.
I'll upgrade.
You can upgrade, take that strain.
Yep.
You aiming? You're probably aiming.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely aiming. I want all of my fights to just end instantly. Alright. Swings. So I got 2 success and 3 advantage.
Alright, so with all your bonuses, that ends up to 10 damage.
How do you get a critical hit?
You get a critical hit with a triumph or with 3 advantages.
And I got 3 advantages?
Well, actually, what's your critical rating on your weapon? Let's go to your weapon.
3.
There you go. Okay. Sure, that's a critical hit. You want to roll it? You're going to have to find the critical chart in that
After
book.
hitting with a melee attack, I can spend it. Triumph. Thought maybe there was something where I could. There was something about criticals. Oh, add plus 10 per rank of lethal blows to any critical injury.
Yeah. Alright, so roll that. Give me that book.
I think that's bad. Got a 0.
That one, you want a high number on that one.
40.
So it's a 40. Plus 10.
So it's a 50.
That's a head ringer.
That makes sense.
The target increases the difficulty of all intellect and cunning checks by 1 until the next encounter.
It's probably not gonna affect
Probably
him.
not, but he's got a critical, which is important. Okay, so what did you do? What was that? What did it look like?
I hit his head like it was a baseball flying towards me.
Uh-huh.
And cracked him in the noggin.
Yeah.
And his head is ringing.
His head is ringing, but that's not enough to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
As he runs at you, he grabs a metal ruler off the desk and takes aim and swings it at you.
I don't think he did a very good job.
He did not do very well at all. He swings it at you, and the state he's in with his head ringing at the moment, it goes straight over your head.
So he misses, and he's kind of like in an easy position for.
Well,
Oh yeah,
he would be,
There's another guy.
but
in this
there's
room.
another guy in this room. He is not happy that there's a fight going on. He's not good at fighting. So he jumps out from behind his desk and runs out the door.
Jon Shondongas says, "Hey, where do you think you're going? You forgot something."
He's gone.
Oh, he's just gone.
He's gone.
He's out of sight. He's out of range.
He's out of range unless you want to chase him instead of fighting this big guy.
I was gonna try and throw this big guy towards his escape, but it might be too far.
You wouldn't be able to fit him out the door.
Got it.
You've kind of got... You're in the room a little bit, and your back is to the wall, and you're facing away from the door.
Right. This guy swung his
His little metal ruler.
his little metal ruler over my head. He
Uh-huh.
missed. Jon Shondongas is going to take the blunt end of the gaffy stick and jab him as hard as he can in the gut
All right.
and try and like wind him.
do another melee.
These melee attacks are too good. Like better than any character I ever actually played with. I think he's going to be in trouble. Well, I got 3 success. I get 1 damage.
Yeah. So it's 11. You're taking strain for all these, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping track.
Did you say you got some advantages or no?
No advantages.
He's out.
He's
Yeah.
he's done.
What'd you do?
He missed me with the ruler.
Yeah.
Jabbed him in the gut and felt him kind of go limp and like he's kind of like rested on my shoulder and Jon Shondongas kind of just like tipped him over out of the ground and he landed in the whole trailer, shook with his weight.
Yep.
And he said, "Yeah, why don't you go ahead and take a break, take a load off."
As you exit the trailer, I assume you're exiting the trailer
Yeah.
looking for Jim Sachs.
Yeah.
You see him running into one of these abandoned buildings that they're deconstructing.
Okay. I'm gonna look around for. Is there anything of use in this construction yard? I don't know. Maybe a jackhammer or something.
I'm sure there is something like that hanging around here. Looking around, there's some like big hammers and wrenches. There's a rivet gun, but it is attached to some sort of giant canister that gives it pressurized air, so you wouldn't be able to take that with you.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple construction vehicles here and there.
There's not a wrecking ball around. So this building that he ran into
Uh-huh.
was getting torn down.
Yeah.
Some of the equipment that was tearing it down is still around.
Yeah, they're still working on it.
They were probably going to blow this building up.
Yeah, they were going to implode it.
So Jon Shondongas he's going to try and get into one of these building destroying pieces of equipment.
So you flip a light side to dark to make this large building destroying equipment.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So there's some kind of like basically it has like an arm that like reaches in and just tears stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's a piece of equipment that we have here on
it's that
Earth.
Except the edges of the arm are like blue plasma blades.
Okay. So just kind of hop in and click the engine on.
Yep, you push the button for the engine and flip some switches. You're in it.
And yeah, he's gonna start doing his job. He's gone back to work, basically.
Mm-hmm. All right, so give me a piloting planetary check just to see.
He's not bad at it.
I know. I'm flipping one of these dark sides over though because somebody's got to roll a despair at some point, right?
Yeah, there has not been like a red die. It'd be fine if there was a despair or a triumph.
Got anything?
Well, he has used one of these before. He knows where all the buttons are.
Okay, you can take a boost for that.
Dang.
Just a bunch of failures and triumph. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah. So if you add this all up, he got one failure and a triumph.
Yeah. So, and your blue die came up blank. So this is a newer model than what they probably just got this within the past 2 weeks. You haven't seen this one before. The controls are like they're backwards.
This machine, I'm getting dizzy in here. It's all backwards. I just don't understand why they had to change it. It's just like everything. It works and then they change it and that just makes it worse.
So you're turning it on, but it's not working right. But you got to triumph.
This isn't working. It's like I can't pilot this. It's giving me a headache. So he gets out. He goes to get out. Does the transcend advantages? I can already hear myself coming up with the stupidest like sequence of things that happen.
So you're in front of a building,
and
the arm of this thing is extended somewhere, and the guy you're after ran into this building.
He's not sure what he did, but he might actually broken the machine. It seems to be kind of
it's like shaking a little bit now.
Yeah, it's shaking, and it seems like it's just kind of moving ever so slightly.
Yeah, you look down and the front wheels are going one way, and the back wheels are going the other way.
Yeah, he's getting kind of scared actually. He gets out, and I think it's gonna crash into the building. And the arm is like kind of moving. It's like rubbing into the building.
Yeah,
and peeling like bricks and like layers of the building off.
There's a big hole in the building where this arm just poked in.
Yeah,
and is moving to the side.
And still just moving around.
Yeah, for a construction worker, man, you are not doing well with the construction machines.
He knows how to destroy things. I mean, that's how he wouldn't be in this place if it wasn't for.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
So this arm is like just sort of slowly destroying this building.
Yeah, it's drawing a line, a gap, line-shaped gap.
He's gonna go in on foot.
Okay.
He's just bringing his gaffy stick. He was thinking about trading it in for a giant wrench or something, but you remember he's got to give this one back to Tammy later.
Yeah, Tammy.
So he goes inside, and he's poking around trying to find Jim Sachs.
So you go into the building, and it looks like most of the interior of it has already been gutted. There are big holes in the ceiling above. You can see the ceilings go up. There are some boards across gaps. There are some tools laying around, but it looks like with the chaos that seems to follow Jon Shondongas, everybody who works here is pretty much cleared out.
Alright, he goes upstairs. He knows this place is probably empty, but he knows that Jim Sachs is probably here.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
He's kind of just zoning out.
Yeah, everything came up, nothing. He walks into this place, it's very quiet. You can't hear anything, it's kind of dark. And it's a big series of buildings with all the walls torn out. So you can see from one end to the other, but there are a lot of pillars. And you can't quite spot Jim Sachs. So basically you just have to find him a different way than looking.
A different way.
So you can't see him, but you could probably try and flush him out.
Jon Shondongas screams Jim Sachs' name into the darkness and brandishes his gabby stick over his head.
That's not what you're gonna do? You're just gonna yell?
You're gonna see if he can scare him out.
Okay. How are you trying to do it?
Coercion?
I guess coercion. Alright, so you're rolling coercion against his discipline, which is actually fairly good. You're gonna roll 2 reds.
My coercion is pretty good. I have 1 rank, so what is that? 2 green and a yellow?
He also has Nobody's Fool.
Oh, okay.
He is Nobody's Fool. When targeted by coercion or deception checks, upgrade the difficulty twice. You get 2 more.
2 more purple and 2 red.
Mm-hmm.
And mine is a yellow and 2 green. Would have been too bad I didn't get a spare. Something funny could have happened.
What do you got?
I got 3 failures and 1 advantage.
Okay, so he doesn't come out, but you have an advantage.
I'm kind of, he yells. It's just kind of like a hollow echo in the air, and he realizes he's not budging, but he thinks he's in this room. So he can he's kind of getting an aroma of something.
Oh, an aroma?
It kind of smells like fertilizer.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, if he closes his eyes in this dark room, he can almost smell where it's coming from. So I'm going to do a smell check.
You think you are, Ben?
Ben's always...
That's just perception.
Oh. Okay, let me do another perception, but this one's going to be smell-oriented.
Okay.
And I want to boost for being so smelly.
For him being so smelly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perception. My perception is not good. But we'll try it again.
Yep.
Average? Or are you not upgrading?
You know what? Nope, that is it. That's his stealth.
I got 2 advantages. He smells it. He's like, yep, still don't know where it is.
Still not sure where he's hiding.
He's like, but it's probably behind these pillars.
Probably behind one of the pillars.
So the advantages are that his advantages are that his eyes have adjusted enough to this darkness that it's like, all right, I don't think I'm going to trip and fall. So he walks around the pillars, swinging his weapon in the darkness, trying to feel and hit anything that might be in his way.
All right, you bang that weapon against pillars, after pillar, and on the 4th pillar that you bang it on, you hear a little, stay away from me, and you see Jim Sachs. He's backing up. He was behind this pillar, but now he's out of hiding.
All right, okay, Jim Sachs, I'm gonna need what you've taken from me.
Is that what? It's not even worth anything. It's just a rock.
Yeah, well, it's got a lot of sentimental value.
It's not. I mean, do you see pockets? I don't have it with me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. You're not getting out of this room unless you tell me where it is.
It's back in my trailer. Leave me alone. It's doing my job.
I've been in your trailer. I didn't see it anywhere.
It's in there. You didn't even look.
All right. Well, you tell me where it is, and
it's
I'll
on my desk.
You. Oh, well, it was covered in a door last time I was there, and I looked through that desk. I don't think it was there.
My office.
No, I went through your office. You don't have an office.
You kidding? You just broke into my office.
Oh, right. I thought you meant a home office.
You broke into my house?
Oh, yeah, I was there. Where do you think I found the baby? I was in your car, actually.
You broke into my car?
Hey, you broke into my house first.
I didn't break into your house.
All right, fine. You're a goon, Bronkus.
Just go get it. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to get you to move out. Just doing my job.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. Because I'm staying, and you're the one that's leaving. I think
he keeps backing up.
I think Jon.
And there's a big hole right behind him, and he stops because he can't back up anymore.
Jon Shondongas is gonna kick him out.
You're gonna Sparta him.
This is Sparta him out the hole and onto the ground.
Okay, roll
my brawl. I got 5 successes and a triumph.
Tell me what happens.
I don't want Jon Shondongas to kill him.
Oh, a fall like that will do that.
All right.
That's the two things that can kill you in this game are falling and being in a ship that blows up.
Yeah. Seen that happen a couple times. All right. Well, this is definitely a game-ending blow for...
I mean, you have a triumph, so there could be something down there that he falls on.
He kicks Jim Sachs, and he goes flying slow motion out this hole that's been carved out by this giant arm.
Uh-huh.
The giant arm is moving around. He flies out the window and lands in the top of an open truck,
Which is filled with manure?
Yeah, it's filled with fertilizer.
Yeah. So the hole that was carved, it was like right on the edge of Famba Avenue, and your kick sends him flying over the sidewalk below and down into Famba Avenue, the main street in this area. And as he falls, he ends up just by sheer triumph in the back of a large truck that is delivering a manure fertilizer shipment to one of the local Gungan farms.
Well,
and he disappears off into the distance of Famba Avenue.
Well, that takes care of that. Now time for me to get my meteor.
You head back to the office where Bronkus is laying on the floor, passed out and groaning slightly. Rifle through Jim Sachs's desk, and in the top drawer you find a meteorite.
Is it my meteorite?
It is your meteorite.
Okay, good. Yeah, he checks it. He sees it's definitely his.
Yep.
Puts it under his arm and walks home.
You walk home to your messy home.
Puts the meteor back in its box.
Yep.
Puts it in a new hiding place.
New hiding spot.
And sits down and watches his afternoon programming.
You're not going to return the babies.
He'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next day, he gives back the gaffy stick and he drags over the box of porcelain aqualish babies.
My babies.
Yeah, here's your babies.
Thank you so much.
They're all in there.
Every one of them.
Yep, every one.
You want to go out for dinner?
No. No, thank you.
The end.
Yep. I thought that was a good one.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a really long one.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Coruscant Nights.
Thanks to Doug for playing on these episodes. You can find Doug's art at dougceberhart.com, and you can follow him on Instagram at voidboy.art.
Our music is by Mark Eberhardt and Nick Scourin. You can find Nick's music at pro-am.bandcamp.com.
You can find us on social media at Coruscant Night on Twitter, and you can email us at coruscantnightspod@gmail.com.
Love the show and want to show your support? Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or visit our Patreon.
Check it out at patreon.com/Coruscant Nights. Now stay tuned for a preview of next week's episode. Who's that?
Snoober.
Yeah.
This is my old college friend.
Somebody I should be worried about?
No.
Okay.
I have to go to this convention. Listen, Snoober, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a dark past.
I mean, I obviously have a dark past too.
Yes, but this is hard for me to admit. But I was a vice president of the Heights and Depths fan club.
You kidding? You like that stuff?
That stuff? Are we going to be discussing what we each think of each other's hobbies now?
Okay.
This show meant everything to me ever since I was a larva.
Calamari's larvas.
I think squid are like
Sure.
paralarva.
Okay. I mean, okay. That's something.
Come with me, Snoober.
No, I got a meeting.
A meeting, huh? Who are
Yeah.
you meeting?
A buyer.
Anyone I should be worried about?
No. I got a thing. These two guys brought in a couple days ago. I found a buyer. You know how it goes.
You know, Snoober, I do. I knew when you asked me on this dinner that some things would change and some things wouldn't, and I have to take the good times with the bad. Go.
Okay.
All of their dinners end very dramatically.
I'll call you later.
I'll let you know how the convention goes.
He flags the waiter down, pays the bill, and goes outside.